Hey everyone, I'm the Tom, welcome to my gaming channel, and this time I'm playing another episode of Need for Speed Underground 2. I'm gonna go to career mode straight away. And I'm currently in my TT, it appears. So, let's look out for some drag races. This engine actually sounds like a V6. You know what? Audio? Engine volume all the way up so you can hear it better. It's still pretty quiet though. Alright, so I got a drag race here. Let's just follow the GPS, because the GPS knows best where I gotta go. Oh, a little twitchy there. Gotta go left. That was a nice drift. And whoever said all-wheel drive cars can't drift, well, I only said that they can't drift as easily as rear-wheel drive cars, but they sure as hell can. You know what you gotta do to make them lose. For example, one of those Scandinavian flicks that you see me doing. And that's a crash because I went too fast. Isn't it like here? Yeah, it's here. I was right, the GPS was wrong. Okay. I'm prepared. Let's not mess up the start. It was a good shift. This was also a good shift. Another good shift. Why is he so fast? What car does he have? Oh, that was so close, man. Oh no, that's exactly what I hate. Drag tracks with curves, or corners, I should say. Thanks for pushing me. Let's just overtake this guy and do a perfect shift. Oh, wow, that was so close. Come on! Ah, that was... Oh, come on, really? I deserve to win there. This guy in his RX-7 is so fast. Really? I thought that was one lane further left. Oh, come on. Work with me now. Few more Fs to 6th gear. Gonna use all my nitros here. Why couldn't I go right? I pressed right like 4 times and it didn't go right. Yeah, I short shifted there and then I dropped too many revs. Come on, I can do this. Go left, thank you. Go right, and go straight and... Really? Straight into that water barrel. Come on. Man, this thing is so fast if you actually manage to shift perfectly, but the Civic is apparently just as fast. So gotta go left here. And I won this time. Phew, so that was a pretty damn difficult drag race, but I managed to succeed anyway. It took a few attempts, but I did it. Maxi tuning cover opportunity.
Maxi tuning is out scouting the street for a car good enough for their cover. Can you cut it?
We got another drag race right here. It's actually not too far away, so let's just go the right away. I hate this like small... Oh really, I hate that shortcut. It's too narrow. There was a piece of information, and don't worry guys, I didn't miss it. I'm just gonna collect it after the race. Perfect shift. Really, he changed lanes. Gotta take that into the equation next time. How is he so far ahead? Just tell me how. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing that Civilist car changed lanes, because I couldn't. For whatever reason. Come on. Yeah, I can't catch him. How is he so fast? Honestly. Is the right way really always the right way? Come on! Oh, he tailed. So there's no surprise rockets there anymore. Yeah, so I won. I tailed after a race, but it doesn't count because I made it past the finish line first. So I'm gonna collect this piece of information because I didn't forget about it. Slow in, fast out. So is there another drag race? No, there isn't. Which means I'm going to go to the garage. Or actually, no, I'm not. I am going to do some outrun races now. Because the TT has got the power! And it's got the acceleration that you really need in a drag race and in an outrun race. Really, dude. It's just so much faster off the line than the Miata. And it is faster when already going as well. Oh, a Mustang? Really? Yeah. That's her again. What? She told me. Which before that was something that only my last girlfriend did to me when I told her she should. Well, actually, I've never had a girlfriend, so I'm totally full of shit, but anyway, let's get going with this outrun race. How is the Mustang able to corner so tightly? I mean, if I get myself a Mustang in this game, it can't corner for shit. It's just so terrible at taking corners. But obviously the AI can do some magic to the cars and make them handle way better than they're supposed to be. Oh, she went the wrong way. So we got another racer right here in the Golf.
I know I'm good looking. Damn, you got to reel in them eyes of yours, boy. In a race? Or just stand?
And oh yeah, unique vinyls.
Oh, my left shock.
So this was the one I had before, so I'm gonna go to this one now. I think I gotta go this way. Yes, I do indeed. And oh, actually I gotta turn around. Oh, really? I hate that. I hate the traffic in pretty much any race and also in free ride, because it ruins your day if you're just trying to drift through a corner and then you can't see behind the corner, and then there's just one of those suckers behind it. Gotta go left. There is an information piece again, and I didn't miss it, but I'm gonna go back for it. Actually, the TT should handle better than the Mustang, so I should actually do an outrun race here, but I'm not bothered about it because I already got a unique part unlocked. I actually think there's unique parts of, like, all parts can be unique, like engine, ECU, turbo, anything performance related, but also anything related to aesthetics. I think everything can be unique. I don't know how many unique parts you can have. Like, you can only have so many unique parts out of all the available unique parts. But I don't know how many that is. So here we go. Then I go to the garage, get into my Miata. So it's gonna get a new unique vinyl, which will make it look cooler. Obviously I gotta turn around right at the start, because that's always the case with these sort of timed sprint races, where you unlock things or get to a photo shoot. But man, driving this car after the TT feels like driving, I don't know, a Lotus Elise after driving a Ford Mustang, or let's say a Dodge Challenger, because a Ford Mustang is not what I actually was thinking of. It was more like a Dodge Challenger, because, you know, big engine, big power, but, you know, such terrible handling, or at least slow reacting handling. Not actually terrible, it's, the TT is, you know, steady when you're going through a corner and all that stuff, but unless you want it to unsettle the rear end. But yeah, when you're driving the TT, you actually notice that it's not very responsive in terms of handling. And then when you get back into the Miata, this feels like a go-kart after driving the TT. So you gotta go here. I'm almost there, I'm sure of that, and I got more than a minute left. Yeah, I can already see it. Why here? Why wouldn't I go right there? Okay, enter the shop. OCTO. That looks pretty cool. Fish frog, no thanks. No. No. I'm gonna go for the Octo. Yeah. Gonna repaint my car here though, because
Max, respect, dude. Where'd you get a part like that? Someone was really impressed to hook you up. There's a 1-year wait list for
I gotta repaint it now. For example, black? No. Can I have metallic paint? No, I don't. I can't. Red? No. Yellow? No. White? Hell no. Orange? No. Gray? Yeah, let's make it gray. Purchase setup. There is a drift race pretty close by. Where am I? Oh, there we go. Also, the brakes are much better on the Miata because it's just lighter than the TT. And
it should be some easy picking, so I thought you might want in. Good luck. I'm out of here.
so I'm actually excited about this drift race. There's a TT, a Lancer, and what is that? A Hyundai Coupe? Oh no! I'm actually not ahead, I'm in third place right now. Now I'm ahead. Ever so barely, but ahead nonetheless. Alright, so I actually don't have to be scared of anyone driving into me from behind and spinning me out or something like that. Because I'm clearly in the lead. Also in terms of score. So that was a pretty messed up drift there. That was better. I actually wish I could own a car that I could make drive like this in real life. Like, it doesn't have to be a, I don't know how many horsepower this is gonna have right now, like 250 or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. I just want something that can drift and something that can be fun to drive. And that's not like a really tall order. I could just buy myself like a BMW 325i and be fine, because it's got plenty of power to drift, to step the tail out. But then again, you know, the running costs with insurance and fuel costs, that's just gonna be massive. Well, buy yourself a big diesel. Yeah, right. But they're expensive and they sound pretty crappy. Unless you buy yourself a straight 6 diesel. Yeah. Or even the V8 diesel, but don't want to talk about the running costs in that though. Because, you know, when you got, let's say, a Mercedes 420 CDI, that has like more than 300 horsepower, you gotta pay insurance for that. You gotta pay insurance for that. How are you gonna do that as a student? Unless you got like really rich parents. And then stock, it doesn't even sound that good because it's an E-Class and it's more about comfort, so it's properly insulated. Can't blame Mercedes for that, but yeah, if you want it to sound nice, you gotta remove at least one muffler, or buy yourself a ram exhaust, both of which is an option that could make your car too loud to be legal, and then you can't really drive it. I'm actually digging the idea behind buying myself a BMW 330D, but then one of my mates who's a mechanic, he says that particular engine is the first of its series of the 3-liter diesel engines, and it actually had quite a few problems with it. So I'm actually not that interested in buying one, because, you know, if you get yourself a car that you think is gonna be awesome, and then after like 2 years of driving it breaks, then well, what are you gonna do, right? What you gonna do if they come for you? Oh, I'm gonna restart this. Anyway, I'm gonna save up money until next fall, because I got a job right outside my house basically, and don't need any fuel to get there whatsoever. It's like 1 kilometer away from my home, and my car uses about 5 liters per 100 kilometers, so I can go there 50 times, which is almost 2 months, and use just 5 liters of fuel. Also, I went through the bonus zone without really killing it here. But yeah, what I'm saying is, yeah, insurance and taxes monthly is roughly 65 to 70 euros for my Golf, because stock it makes 90 horsepower, but it now makes 120 because the pre-owner installed, or actually renewed the turbo and optimized the software a little bit, so he says it's got 135 horsepower, but I think with 135 horsepower it would go even better than it does. So I'm in the lead now. I believe 120 horsepower though, because it goes pretty well. Oh man. Yeah, and I was actually pretty undecided between buying myself a BMW or a Mercedes next fall. I've already owned a BMW and I loved it, but obviously BMWs have pretty sporty suspensions, and that's fun, but it's also, oh man, new turbos, but it can also be really uncomfortable on longer trips. That's what I'm getting at. Let's go here. And I noticed that on a trip from my home to Vienna, which is like 350 to 400 kilometers away. And yeah, you can really feel the pretty hard suspension. I mean, obviously it was a free series, and it had new sporty dampers in it, so shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But then, you know, driving in a sporty manner is fun, but you gotta live with the consequences of having a sporty suspension in everyday driving as well, if you want a sporty car. Whereas, let's face it, you're not gonna drive like in this video game on a daily basis, and in fact you're probably not very likely to drive like this at all, which is why I would prefer having a comfy ride and being able to cruise in complete comfort, and still having a car that goes well, which is what would make Mercedes so good. On the other hand, you know, I've never driven a Mercedes. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like it, so I gotta go for a test drive on one of those before I actually decide on buying one. Wait a second, let me turn around here. Whereas I've already owned the BMW and I know what it drives like, and I liked it. You know, there's no perfect car, so you gotta make a compromise, whatever car you buy. Like buying a BMW, yeah, it's sporty, but it's not very comfortable. Like buying a Mercedes, yes, it's comfortable, but it's not as sporty. Hope you get what I'm saying. Honda, yes, it's very reliable and it's sporty, but it's not very comfortable, and it's gonna be affected by rust more than any German car. That's the only downside to Japanese cars, if you're living in Europe where rust actually is a problem. Yeah, whereas German cars, obviously, being European, they made it so their cars don't rust very much by using I don't know what that's called in English, but it's a sort of metal they add to the body panels that and some other parts as well of the under tray, so that it doesn't rust. And that's why normally if you buy a car, if you buy a German car from like 2002 onwards, it actually shouldn't rust very much at all. Like the thing with American cars in America, well, let's say the thing with buying an American car if you live in America is that it doesn't need to be sealed, because you know there's not a lot of snow, and as a result there's not a lot of salt in winter when it would actually matter. So if the salt and the water can't get to the car, then it's not gonna rust, which is why they're not which is why they're not sealed like European cars are. And it's the same for Japanese cars. Like it's the same with Japanese and American cars in that respect, that they're not sealed because they can't rust in their home countries. Anyway, let's get back to the topic of racing here. I'm gonna go to this drift race right away, and then I'm actually gonna see what the time is and if it's... Yeah, after this race I'm gonna end the episode. So let's enjoy it while it lasts. Oh yeah, the new turbo really adds some power. I mean, that's what it's there for, but it does its job. You know, when you're at work and you have some colleagues that that are getting paid for but don't really work all that well, then you ask yourself, well, why are they even here? Whereas with this turbo, you paid for it and you're getting what you paid for. I'm in second place only. I need to get more score and actually win this, because it would be embarrassing if I didn't. Well, I probably won't win this race, this drift event now. Winner? Oh yeah. Okay, so this was quite a long episode with quite a bit of personal or, you know, off-topic talking. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, please click the like button. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.